Hello, Beard Wizard family, the Warning Army. Welcome to the show. It's the Warning Wednesday, and this is Beard Wizard Reacts. A little bit different. Normally, I do reviews, meaning I've watched it before. We're going to talk about the music, but because we have exhausted all of the Warning's original content, we are now reacting to. I figured reactions would be a better way to do these older covers, these older videos. Because it's not, they have evolved and grown so much since these days, so reviewing their new stuff seems more natural than, and reacting to their old stuff seems better. Anyway, before we get into that, sorry for the late stream today. The weather was kind of nice. Julie got home a little early, so we spent some time out on the front porch enjoying the last little bit of warmth today, talking and beers and the dog playing in the yard, etc. So that's why we're running this a little late. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support us. Click that red subscribe button. Our goal, as soon as we can get there, is 7,500 subscribers. It may take us a year and a half, whatever it takes. Our next milestone is 7,500, and we've picked up so much momentum after the turn of the year, and I appreciate all of you who have subscribed. If you haven't yet and you come to the channel, it costs you nothing. Literally just click in that red button. And so many of you guys from the Warning Army come here every week, so hopefully you guys can help push us over the finish line sooner rather than later. Armando Garza, welcome. Good to see you. So anyway, we are doing a reaction to Back in Black, the Warning's cover of AC/DC's original. Back when they were doing this in, I believe, their basement studio in their home, very, very early. Obviously, these three very young women at this time are going to play. I mean, Ale's bass is bigger than she is. So we're going to take a look at this. I have not watched this before. I have no idea what we're in for, but I'm a huge AC/DC fan. I'm a big metalhead, if you haven't noticed, if you see behind me. So I know this song. I've heard this song a million times, and we're gonna see how they do. And this is, I mean, Danny is stepping in. I'm assuming Danny's gonna sing this song, stepping into some big shoes. Regardless of which era of AC/DC you're into, vocally, AC/DC is an extremely unique band, and to take this on, just like the last time I reacted to a Guns N' Roses cover and her taking on Axl Rose's vocals was pretty impressive. And now, depending on which version of AC/DC they're doing here, either way, it doesn't matter. Huge, huge shoes to fill. So we're going to see how they do. Armando says, first time I saw this, I had a big smile on my face. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to take a look at their cover of AC/DC's Back in Black and see how they did when they were shooting for a guess. Somebody's going to correct me, but I think Ale's like 10 or 12 here. Very, very early on. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Salute. Nice. Got the guitar riff's good. Oh, okay. Good choice. Okay. Okay, so good choice. Honestly, Pow, even this early, Danny has a much lower vocal register than this song calls for. That's why I was kind of shocked that she did Axl's part. So picking Pow to do this, good choice. Her voice is carrying in that much higher register at this time anyway. So far, guitar riffs sound great. The bass line is spot on. And they're doing very well. Again, you've got a three-piece band filling the role of a larger band with a larger sound and doing very well at it. Danny's having to play two parts here. Welcome, Dragonfire Entertainment. Wildman Wes, if you haven't, make sure you go check out his channel. He does some good stuff over at Dragonfire Entertainment if you're interested in beer and or movie reviews. So check that out. So instrumentally, they're spot on. It's great. Vocally, obviously, I mean, they're trying to fill huge shoes here at this stage in their growth as musicians, and you got to give them props for taking the bull by the horns. You know, they're stepping way outside their comfort zone, and they have to know it, and they're doing a fantastic job. This is great. Dragonfire, seeing family in Colorado this week. Awesome. Future review on beers from Eddie Line Brewing soon. Good promo. Appreciate it. Definitely go check out his channel. We will also hopefully have another beer review soon. I think we've got a pit Mickey's versus Schlitz coming up. So looking forward to that too. If you are a connoisseur of the brews. So before she gets into that, again, the vocal chops are still developing for this very young group at this point. They're doing pretty well for where they're at in their stage. Instrumentally, spot on. Like I said, I've heard this song a million times. I know it. I know this song like the back of my hand. And instrumentally, I could close my eyes, and obviously you can tell the difference a little bit, but it's not like they're trying to do something completely different. They're pretty much nailing it. It's really good. Nice. Very nice. They're very low. They're very low key. So interesting at this stage to see too the personalities that we've seen now as they're adults, but you see a little bit of it. Like Ale is still so reserved here, and she expands a little bit more, but still, even today, is much more reserved, much more mellow. Pow is definitely the expressive one, and Danny's somewhere in the middle. And even here, you see that Armando says Danny was at the PRS 40th anniversary. She sang this song with Orianthi and duetted with her. After the song, I think gave Danny her signature guitar on stage. I think I saw something about that, or I either saw that video or I saw something about that. It's very cool. But yeah, it's really neat to see this and then remember the stuff we just saw them release and the stuff we know is coming soon and how much they have grown and evolved. But still putting themselves out there at this age, taking on such a huge task of covering a song like AC/DC or covering a band like AC/DC, covering Guns N' Roses, covering Metallica. Um, that's huge, for somebody so young, a group so young. So major props to them, and doing a great job at it. And it's really cool to see them at this stage, knowing where they are now. Nice. I want to sing it. Just seeing that there, I mean, the difference now. Very nice. That's very cool. Again, major props for taking on such a huge task of covering that band, covering that song for that band. I mean, it's an iconic band, an iconic song from that band, and spot on with the instrumentation. They were clearly prodigies when it came to playing their instruments, the instrumentation stuff, and as they evolved, as they grew, their vocals grew with them and became what they are today, which is phenomenal. But it's really cool to see them at this stage doing that. So thank you, Armando. Dragonfire Entertainment, Wildman West from that channel over there. Make sure you go check him out. Armando says Danny's third guitar kit gift from an established artist. That's very cool. These ladies really deserve all of the props that they are getting from all the different channels, bands, organizations, what have you, because they've developed from the start. You can see their love of music, and then they took that and ran with it and have created something that is just spectacular, and it's good to see. It reminds me of bands who weren't manufactured back in the day, like the bands that came out of the 80s era, the Metallicas, the Slayers, the Megadeths, those bands were formed by groups of kids, really, that got together after high school, and they played in their parents' garages or in their friends' basements, and got lucky enough to explode. And The Warning is sort of a modern representation of that, a more modern, anyway, representation of how that used to happen, rather than being this manufactured sort of product that we get a lot of times with commercial music. So great piece from them. Is very cute to see. It's awesome, and you can really see where this all started, the core that they had as it developed into what they are today. So really cool. Armando, Wildman West, everybody else who was here, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe. Get us to 7,500 as soon as possible. And I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.